What's going on, Colts Nation? I appreciate you joining me for another video where today I kind of had an idea, something that, I keep hearing different information from different people, and I have a feeling, a strong feeling of what the Colts could end up doing and how the draft could look going up to the Colts. I've seen some people say that there's no chance of this happening, but I feel like there is a good chance of this happening with how important quarterbacks are in the NFL. You need a good quarterback, and so many teams right now need a quarterback. And this draft class is deep with quarterbacks. Okay, the big six. Okay, you have Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix Jr., and Bo Nix. And the six of those guys could all go in the first round. Six of those guys could all go in the first half of the first round. And I think that that's actually more likely than other people may think it is. And yes, it might be a little bit of a reach to go get, Bo Nix or Michael Penix Jr. in the first half of the first round. But are you going to be one of these teams who takes a chance and trades back and then ends up losing your guy because somebody else trades up out of the second round into the back end of the first round? You know what I mean? Like maybe it's the Broncos, right? Maybe the Broncos want to fall back. Okay, the Broncos Syndicate had a video about that, about the possibility of them trading back and then missing out on the quarterback that they want. So coming into this one, I did a mock draft of kind of how I could see things going in just a first round mock draft for all the teams. Just this is how I could see it going if all the quarterbacks are gone in the first round by the time the Colts pick, right? We had talked about the Colts potentially trading up to number 9. Well, if this is how the draft falls, it would make sense for the Colts to stay in place. And then who would we choose when that time comes? So, of course, you have Caleb Williams going 1, then Jaden Daniels going 2, Drake May going 3. I have the Vikings trading up to number 4 and taking J.J. McCarthy with the 4th pick. So the first 4 picks, there are 4 quarterbacks gone. Okay, and the more quarterbacks that get taken before the Colts pick, better, right? That means more guys at positions we know we need are going to be available. Okay, then you have Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors go 5, 6. Joe Alt at 7, Dallas Turner at 8. Then Roma Dunze goes 9. If the Bears stay at 9, they end up taking wide receiver Roma Dunze to join Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. Then the Jets, of course, taking Brock Bowers. Then I have Latu going to the Cardinals at number 11. And then at 12 and 13, that's where the Broncos and the Raiders take the quarterbacks they think can lead them into the future, where the Broncos go Bo Nix. And then the Broncos, their quarterback room is Bo Nix, Zach Wilson, but Jared Stidham. There's somebody else in there. But then the Raiders end up drafting a rookie quarterback, Michael Penix Jr., who then goes to compete with Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew once again in a position where he's competing with a very athletic rookie, somebody that would fit into today's NFL very well. I think Michael Penix Jr. is going to be very good. So picking him up at 13, I could see that being the case, especially because everything with his medical has come back really good. From what I was told, I can't remember. I think that might have been Adam Schefter that was talking about that, but everything with the Michael Penix Jr. Physicals have been really good. The medicals have been really good. So I expect him to be drafted very high. One of these teams is going to pick Michael Penix. So you get all 6 of these quarterbacks getting picked before the Colts pick, which is perfect for the Colts picking at 15. There's still good names available, right? The big 3 and wide receivers have been picked up to this point. Their names, some big name guys here at positions we know we need, right? So I'm going to show you that here. We have Terrion Arnold available. Jared Verse is available. Kenyon Mitchell is available, and Brian Thomas Jr. is available. Now, there's also a whole bunch of tackles right here. Tackles haven't started to get picked yet. So if the Colts wanted to, a lot of tackles available, really good guys that they could pick here. But for the purposes of this video, my choices were between Terrion Arnold, Jared Verse, Kenyon Mitchell, and Brian Thomas Jr. And I thought long and hard about taking either Terrion Arnold and Kenyon Mitchell. I think those are the 2 smart picks. You can't go wrong with those picks. 2 guys that are going to be really good in the NFL. Jared Verse could go either way for me. I'm not as diehard on Jared Verse as other people are. I think he could be a lot like Kwity Paye. Has moments where he shows that he's really good and has the tools, but not consistently great in the NFL. It seems like who Jared Verse is going to be, in my opinion. Then you have Brian Thomas Jr., who I feel like I just have a feeling going to be one of those guys that's going to be really, really good in the NFL. So having him and putting him on the Colts when you have Josh Downs, who coming into the NFL I thought could be really good. Turns out he could be really good. Michael Pittman Jr., who's really good. Like think about the offense with Brian Thomas Jr. in it and who I think he's going to be. And I feel like it just makes a lot of sense to pick Brian Thomas Jr. with number 15 overall. Taking him over Terrion Arnold and Kenyon Mitchell isn't an easy decision. So much so that I have Terrion Arnold going 16 right after the Colts, and then Kenyon Mitchell 17 to the Jags right after that. Right, the next two picks after Brian Thomas Jr. are those cornerbacks, and it's a way that I could see this draft going. So I think Brian Thomas Jr. in this offense makes us immediately so much better. I understand Alec Pierce, and let's just see what Alec Pierce is with a full year of Anthony Richardson being healthy. I don't think I'm willing to do that. I'm just not. I think if you can get Brian Thomas, you immediately get better on the offensive side of the ball. We're going to put up even more points. We're going to be one of the most deadly offenses in the league. And then when you're talking about the defense and how not sure we are about the defense, like, hey, listen, if we have to put up a crazy amount of points to win games, hey, it's going to be fun football games, but at least we're going to be winning football games. I feel like that's something that can happen. I'd like to know what your opinion is on this. If all six quarterbacks go before the Colts pick at 15 and they decide to stay at 15, this is the way I see it going. I want to know how you see it going. Who do you think could be available? Who would you pick in this instance if you see it going the same way as me? Out of the list of people, who do you think it could be? You let me know down in the comment section. Of course, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. The draft is tomorrow, the day we've all been waiting for. I cannot wait, man. Especially, being able to watch the Pat McAfee draft spectacular. That's going to be incredible. I can't wait for it. And of course, as soon as the Colts make their pick, I'm going to make a video and we're going to talk about it. So, again, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you get notified whenever that video and any other videos do come out. I appreciate you stopping by for another video. As always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.